Today, we're counting down the 40 best games to play in 2024, from mind-blowing new releases to some incredible upcoming titles that are definitely worth your attention. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it. The Lord of the Rings, Return to Moria is a survival crafting adventure set in the mines of Moria from Tolkien's iconic world. In this game, players take on the role of dwarves summoned by Lord Gimli to reclaim their ancestral home beneath the Misty Mountains, restoring Moria, Khazad-dûm to its former glory. The game features procedurally generated environments that ensure each expedition is unique, whether players choose to delve solo or with friends in online co-op. Players must manage resources, gather supplies, and monitor factors like sleep, temperature, and noise to survive the dark and dangerous depths. Base building plays a key role, as players can construct shelters, revive ancient dwarven forges, and even rebuild lost landmarks. Combat is intense, with players facing orc hordes and other threats, while powerful magic artifacts, like glowing swords and mithril maps, aid their quest. Slitterhead is a horror action game set in a dark, neon-lit city inspired by Hong Kong, called Kowloon. Created by Bokeh Game Studio, this title was led by Keiichiro Toyama, known for his work on Silent Hill and Siren. The game's protagonist, Hyoki, is a bodiless entity driven to hunt and destroy monstrous creatures known as Slitterheads, which disguise themselves as humans and hide among the city's inhabitants. In Slitterhead, players utilize Hyoki's unique power to possess human hosts, allowing for high-speed traversal and combat. As Hyoki, players can weaponize blood to fight Slitterheads and tap into powerful abilities by linking with select humans known as rarities. The gameplay combines possession-based mechanics with thrilling, visceral combat in a city teeming with tension and mystery. Pacific Drive is a unique first-person driving survival game where your car is your sole companion as you explore a desolate and dangerous Olympic exclusion zone in a reimagined Pacific Northwest. Tasked with surviving a supernatural wilderness, players venture out from an abandoned garage that serves as a home base. Each drive is an excursion into an unpredictable landscape full of strange anomalies, scavenging opportunities, and threats. The objective is to collect resources, repair and upgrade your car, and gradually unravel the mystery behind the zone and its hauntingly surreal forces. As you navigate through strange environments, you'll encounter powerful zone storms and remnants of experimental projects, testing your survival skills and adaptive strategies each time you head out. Originally known as Project Eve, this single-player game invites players into a futuristic world where they control Eve, a skilled fighter on a mission to protect humanity's last city, Zion, against alien creatures called the Naytibas. Players can engage in high-intensity, combo-driven combat against grotesque, cosmic-style monsters and face off with numerous challenging bosses, honing skills like parrying, dodging, and counterattacks. The gameplay balances action with exploration, as players unlock skills, collect passcodes, and gather remnants of Earth's history to piece together humanity's lost story. With highly detailed graphics, Stellar Blade combines sci-fi themes with dark, atmospheric visuals, offering a compelling blend of fast-paced action and immersive storytelling as Eve battles to save the remnants of civilization. Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden is an action RPG set in 1695, where players take on the roles of Red and Antea, skilled spirit hunters trying to lift a sinister curse. Developed by Don't Nod Entertainment, the game mixes intense combat with emotional storytelling, as players battle vengeful spirits and make choices that impact the fate of the characters and the haunted world. Red's combat skills, like his rifle and sword, combine with Antea's supernatural powers for dynamic gameplay. Themes of love, betrayal, and sacrifice drive the narrative, with consequences that resonate throughout the story. Empire of the Ants is a stunning real-time strategy game that immerses players in the insect world, offering both a captivating single-player experience and competitive multiplayer options. Developed by Tower 5 and published by Microids, the game was released on November 6, 2024. Set in a photorealistic environment, it allows players to command ant colonies in epic, tactical battles, all while navigating the perils of a dangerous forest. The gameplay is centered around managing resources, expanding your colony, and defending it from predators, rival nests, and other threats. You'll experience the life of an ant from a third-person perspective, giving you a unique view of the world from a tiny creature's standpoint. The visuals are particularly impressive, showcasing detailed environments and lifelike animations. The use of Unreal Engine 5 enhances the realism, making the world of ants come alive with stunning visuals and immersive audio. Metaphor is an RPG developed by Atlas, known for their work on the Persona series. The game is set in a fantastical world where magic plays a central role. The story takes place in the kingdom of Ukronia, where political unrest follows the assassination of the king. The protagonist, alongside their fairy companion Galika, embarks on a journey to lift a curse placed on a prince believed to be dead, while participating in a high-stakes royal tournament to secure the throne. The game features turn-based combat with real-time elements, party customization through archetype powers, and a dynamic day-night cycle affecting gameplay. The adventure promises deep exploration, dungeon diving, and strong narrative choices. Unicorn Overlord is a tactical RPG that blends traditional strategy with a rich story and dynamic character interactions. Set in a vast world, players lead a liberation army to reclaim the kingdom of Favorith from the Zenith Empire's oppressive rule. The game offers freedom in exploration and battle, allowing players to recruit over 60 unique characters, ranging from humans to mythical beings like angels and massive beasts. The gameplay is focused on strategic planning, where you can form powerful units and decide the tactics that will lead your forces to victory. The tactical battles feature real-time decisions, such as sending units to specific areas and determining the right time for skill use. Battles are further complicated by mechanics like stamina management and valor skills, which add layers of strategy during combat. Goat Simulator Remastered is an upgraded version of the beloved chaotic sandbox game originally created by Coffee Stain Studios. Originally launched as a lighthearted April Fool's joke, Goat Simulator quickly gained a dedicated fanbase for its wild and unpredictable gameplay. The remastered version, released on November 7, 2024, brings enhanced visuals and several quality-of-life improvements to new-gen platforms. This new edition revamps the game with upgraded graphics, improved lighting, textures, and additional visual effects that create a more immersive experience. It also features a new mutator menu, allowing players to customize and combine different GOAT abilities on the go. Furthermore, Goat Simulator Remastered includes all previously released DLCs, such as Goat City Bay, Goat MMO, Payday, and Waste of Space, plus a bonus level from the mobile version, Buck to School. Magicraft is a new top-down action roguelike developed by WaveGame, published by Bilibili. The game has recently gained attention after its full release on Steam, where it has quickly risen in popularity. Magicraft centers around spellcasting mechanics that encourage players to creatively combine different spell effects to unleash powerful and unique magical attacks against enemies. The game's fast-paced, magical battles draw inspiration from classics like The Binding of Isaac, making it appealing to fans of roguelike and fantasy genres. Set in a richly designed fantasy world, players navigate procedurally generated dungeons filled with various enemies and traps. Along the way, they can discover and fuse spells, experiment with abilities, and engage in a variety of intense combat scenarios. This freedom to mix and match abilities adds depth and replayability to the game, as each playthrough offers different combinations and challenges. If you're into roguelikes or games that emphasize strategic spellcasting and replayable dungeon runs, Magicraft could be a unique and enjoyable addition to your library. DeathSprint 66 is an intense, multiplayer bipedal racing game developed by Sumo Digital's Newcastle studio and published by Secret Mode. Set in a dystopian future in the year 2066, players participate in brutal races orchestrated by the fictional Bachman Media Network, known for its bloody, high-stakes competitions that captivate audiences. In this dark world, competitors known as clone jockeys race through deadly obstacle courses laden with traps requiring skills in sprinting, drifting, and evading dangers. The game emphasizes not only winning, but also entertaining the audience, leading to rewards like sponsorships and new cosmetics based on the player's fame score. Angerfoot is a high-octane, first-person action game by Free Lives and published by Devolver Digital, where you'll kick, dash, and shoot your way through the chaotic streets of Shit City. With a fast-paced arcade style, you're armed with only your foot and a series of power-up sneakers to take on mobs of quirky, anthropomorphic enemies. Gameplay centers around intense, door-smashing, melee combat, where your powerful kicks send doors and enemies flying. The pace is complemented by a pulsing electronic soundtrack that matches the absurdly high energy and zany visuals of the criminal underworld you'll stomp through. The game is filled with humor, colorful character design, and a unique aesthetic that blends cartoonish violence with a streetwear style. Each level offers challenging objectives that unlock new kicks, each with unique abilities, from boosting speed to activating bullet time. Elden Ring: Shadow of the Erdtree is a highly anticipated expansion to Elden Ring, offering players a darker, more intense journey through a new territory, the Realm of Shadow. Here, players pursue the enigmatic Miquella in an expansive open-world setting, uncovering secrets in dense, maze-like dungeons filled with new dangers. This realm, kept apart from the Lands Between, introduces powerful enemies and formidable monsters that bring fresh, elevated challenges. From new weapons to movement-based spells, Shadow of the Erdtree revamps Elden Ring's combat mechanics, pushing players to adapt and master even more complex foes and techniques. Manor Lords is a strategic medieval city-building game developed by Greg Stutchin, designed to blend the realism of city planning, resource management, and real-time battles. As a lord, players are tasked with constructing and managing a medieval village, where they must oversee agricultural cycles, trade, and the well-being of their population, while expanding their territory. The game emphasizes historical accuracy, featuring detailed medieval-era landscapes and a complex social and economic system that requires balancing growth, defense, and diplomacy. Additionally, Manor Lords includes tactical battles where players command troops in large-scale skirmishes, defending or expanding their lands against rivals. It's currently in early access, which allows the developer to integrate community feedback to further shape the game. Rise of the Ronin is an open-world action RPG set in late 19th century Japan, capturing the turbulent Bakumatsu era, a period of intense upheaval marked by foreign influence and civil strife. Developed by Team Ninja, known for Nioh and Ninja Gaiden, the game focuses on the story of a masterless samurai, or Ronin, navigating complex alliances and political tensions as the Tokugawa shogunate faces collapse. Players can explore a richly detailed, evolving Japan, interacting with characters and events that influence the country's transition to modernization. Towers of Aghasba is an upcoming open-world builder game from Dreamlit Games, set on the fantastical island of Aghasba. It combines exploration, creative building, and ecosystem management, letting players craft villages and lush environments while also nurturing the land's natural beauty. Players are encouraged to personalize their islands by building settlements for the indigenous Shimu tribe, interacting with mystical creatures, and restoring the island's unique flora and fauna. The game also features multiplayer elements, allowing users to visit each other's islands to exchange ideas and resources, fostering a cooperative community experience. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster revives the classic 2006 zombie-slaying action game with significant improvements. This version enhances the original with sharper visuals, improved character models, and upgraded environmental fidelity, all thanks to the RE engine. The game also offers new voiceovers and additional voice lines for characters and missions. The remaster addresses many of the original's frustrations with a more forgiving save system, smarter AI, and a smoother gameplay experience. Players can now move while shooting and use an enhanced navigation system that makes exploring the mall far less tedious. The game retains its quirky B-movie charm, allowing players to wield bizarre weapons and wear outlandish costumes while battling zombie hordes. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown brings the iconic series into the 2.5D Metroidvania genre, following the adventures of Sargon, a member of the elite warriors known as the Immortals. Tasked with rescuing a kidnapped prince, Sargon must navigate the mysterious and cursed Mount Koth. The game combines fast-paced combat, intricate platforming, and creative puzzles, with the signature time-manipulating mechanics that fans of the series love. As Sargon, you gain powers such as the ability to freeze time and manipulate shadow doubles, adding new layers to both combat and exploration. The environments are beautifully designed, with each area offering distinct challenges and rewards, while boss battles feature anime-inspired visuals and mechanics, offering intense, adrenaline-pumping encounters. Techtonica is a first-person automation and resource management simulation game where players explore the depths of the mysterious alien world of Calyx. The game challenges you to build and optimize automated factories, mine resources, and establish a fully operational industrial system. As you progress, you'll unlock new tools and machines which help expand your base and uncover the hidden secrets of this bioluminescent planet. The game's core gameplay revolves around exploration and construction, with a focus on factory building automation. You'll need to construct specialized machines to gather resources efficiently and automate production chains. The deeper you venture into the planet's tunnels, the more rewards and challenges you'll encounter, including massive ore deposits and ancient technologies. Techtonica features both single-player and co-op modes, allowing you to team up with others to tackle the game's intricate systems. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Splintered Fate is a new roguelike action game developed by Super Evil Megacorp, released on November 6, 2024. In this game, you play as the iconic Turtles, tasked with rescuing Splinter from the evil Foot Clan. The game combines fast-paced combat with roguelike mechanics, allowing players to master various ninja skills and engage in co-op multiplayer for an added layer of fun. With vibrant visuals and a focus on replayability, Splintered Fate offers a fresh take on the TMNT universe, with a story-driven campaign and procedurally generated levels that keep each playthrough exciting. The game also features a local and online co-op mode, allowing you to team up with friends to tackle missions. Critics have praised it for capturing the essence of the TMNT franchise while providing satisfying roguelike gameplay, though some feel it doesn't quite reach the heights of similar genre-defining titles like Hades. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, developed by Treyarch and Raven. This new installment shifts to the early 1990s during a period of global political change following the Cold War. Players will experience an intense spy action thriller filled with dynamic gameplay, high-stakes heists, and cloak-and-dagger espionage. The campaign follows CIA operatives tasked with unraveling a rogue paramilitary group, Pantheon, while dealing with betrayals and dangerous missions. The game will feature a best-in-class multiplayer experience with 16 new maps at launch, including both 6v6 core maps and 2v2 or 6v6 strike maps. Zombies fans can also expect the return of round-based zombies with 2 brand new maps. The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom is a new entry in the Zelda series, released in 2024 for the Nintendo Switch. Unlike previous titles, this game features Princess Zelda as the main protagonist, marking the first time in a mainline game that she takes center stage. The game is a 2D, top-down adventure, similar in style to the Link's Awakening remake. Gameplay allows Zelda to harness the power of the Tri-Rod to manipulate the environment and summon echoes of various items and enemies to solve puzzles and fight off foes. She can also transform into a sword fighter form, using the sword, bow, and bombs for combat. Astrobot is a vibrant 3D action platformer developed by Team Asobi for the PS5. It's the latest installment in the Astrobot franchise, following games like Astrobot Rescue Mission and Astro's Playroom. The game is a single-player experience where players control Astro, a little robot tasked with rescuing his friends after their spaceship is attacked. The gameplay spans over 50 planets in multiple galaxies, each offering unique mechanics and environments. You'll solve platforming challenges, defeat enemies, and uncover hidden secrets, including themed bots from other famous franchises like God of War and Crash Bandicoot. Dragon's Dogma 2 is an action RPG that continues the journey of the Arisen in an expansive, mystical world where players battle mythical creatures and uncover complex lore. The story unfolds as you explore areas like the Kingdom of Vermund, embroiled in political tension over a disputed throne, and the mysterious land of Bathal, inhabited by the feline Beastren, who reject the Arisen. Alongside these unique environments, players encounter smaller, secluded settlements like the Sacred Arbor, home to elves who remain isolated from other races. The gameplay builds upon the first Dragon's Dogma, with a focus on intense, tactical combat and exploration. Players can customize their Horizon character and choose from a variety of vocations, character classes, that include classics like the Fighter and Mage, as well as unique classes like the Magic Archer and Mystic Spearhand. Vocations allow diverse combat styles, such as enchanted archery or summoning destructive magic, and environmental interactions, such as collapsing bridges on enemies, add layers to the strategy. Persona 3 Reload is a remake of the beloved JRPG Persona 3. The game reintroduces players to the story of a high school transfer student who awakens the power of Persona and joins the Seas group to battle the mysterious shadows. With this remake, Atlus has made significant improvements, offering enhanced graphics, modernized gameplay mechanics, and additional voiceovers. The remake includes new combat features like the shift mechanic, allowing party members to act even after their turn has passed, and the powerful Thurgy moves, which unleash high-damage attacks under specific conditions. The game also features an expanded social simulation with more activities and interactions, allowing you to strengthen bonds with characters outside of combat. Cataclismo is an immersive real-time strategy tower defense game where players design and build fortresses to withstand waves of monstrous creatures. Set in a world under constant siege by horrors known as the Mist, the game emphasizes resource management, exploration, and strategic defense. Players will need to balance between building and defending as they construct modular fortifications while fighting off relentless enemies. The game also offers exploration elements, where uncovering secrets is key to survival. It stands out with its detailed world building, which is integrated through gameplay rather than cutscenes, giving it a unique touch in terms of story and progression. Batman Arkham Shadow is a VR installment in the popular Arkham series that immerses players in Gotham as the Dark Knight. Developed for the MetaQuest 3, the game offers a first-person perspective, building on the classic Arkham combat mechanics with VR-enhanced brawling. This setup requires players to engage in rhythmic, precise punches rather than random flailing, adding an extra layer of skill. The game includes a leveling system that lets players upgrade skills and gadgets, introducing special moves like quick takedowns for advanced enemies. Wukong is an action RPG inspired by the classic Chinese novel Journey to the West, developed by Game Science. Players step into the role of Sun Wukong, the legendary Monkey King, whose journey is filled with mythical challenges, rich lore, and complex adversaries from Chinese folklore. Sun Wukong wields a magical staff and is granted various supernatural abilities, including transformations and spells, allowing players to creatively approach battles by blending different combat techniques and strategies. The game is praised for its visually stunning environments, brought to life with Unreal Engine 5, immersing players in a beautifully detailed world. Its gameplay emphasizes skillful, dynamic combat against an array of monsters, daemons, and formidable bosses, each with distinct abilities and backstories. Players can explore different approaches by mastering various weapon abilities and combining spells and equipment to best suit their playstyle. The game has received accolades for its challenging, immersive experience that balances action with narrative depth, creating a unique retelling of an iconic tale. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is the highly anticipated continuation of Final Fantasy VII Remake, bringing players deeper into the reimagined story of Cloud Strife and his allies. Set to expand on the original plot, the game will follow Cloud, Tifa, Barret, and Aerith as they journey out of Midgar into the vast world beyond, introducing new characters and locations. Red 13 joins the party, offering unique combat mechanics and synergy moves, adding a new dynamic to the action-based combat system. These moves, which allow characters to combine their abilities during battle, aim to deepen the sense of camaraderie between the team. Still Wakes the Deep is a tense horror adventure set on a collapsing oil rig in the North Sea, where players face both natural and supernatural dangers. Set in 1975, the game follows the journey of an oil rig worker trying to survive after an accident unleashes an unknown horror on the Bayra D platform. With communication cut off, players navigate the crumbling structure, attempting to save crewmates while evading a relentless creature. The rig's interiors constantly shift and break, requiring players to dodge hazards, fix malfunctioning machinery, and hide to survive. The Silent Hill 2 remake brings Konami's beloved psychological horror classic to modern gaming with completely revamped visuals, sound, and gameplay elements designed to appeal to both new players and returning fans. Developed by Bloober Team, it captures the eerie atmosphere of Silent Hill with enhanced 4K visuals and meticulously recreated settings. Players control James Sunderland, who is drawn to Silent Hill after receiving a mysterious letter from his deceased wife. The journey leads him to confront haunting manifestations and grotesque creatures that embody his inner turmoil. New gameplay mechanics and reimagined scenes aim to elevate the experience, especially on platforms like PlayStation 5 and PC, where players can expect to spend about 17 to 22 hours exploring and surviving the eerie town of Silent Hill. Deep Rock Galactic Survivor is a fast-paced, single-player auto-shooter survival game set in the beloved Deep Rock Galactic universe. Developed by Funday Games and published by Ghost Ship Publishing, it offers a fresh perspective on the series. In Survivor, players are tasked with facing off against hordes of alien creatures, all while mining valuable resources from the perilous caves of planet Hoxus. Players take on the role of a lone dwarf, armed with a vast arsenal of weapons, including firearms, explosives, and mining tools. The game features a dynamic, reverse bullet hell combat system where waves of alien enemies swarm the player, and survival depends on quick reflexes and strategic upgrades. Missions are procedurally generated, ensuring that each experience is unique as players explore different cave systems, unlock powerful upgrades, and face escalating challenges. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth continues the story of Ichiban Kasuga in the Yakuza series, which now carries the Like a Dragon moniker. After being wrongfully labeled a fraud in Japan, Ichiban escapes to Hawaii, where a viral video puts him back in the spotlight. The game introduces new mechanics like crafting over 140 weapons, the crazy delivery side job, and unique activities such as Sujimon battling, a twist on monster collecting. Players can enjoy a variety of minigames, including karaoke, darts, and even helping Ichiban revive a local landfill island into a tourist spot. The turn-based combat system, introduced in Yakuza Like a Dragon, returns, alongside deeper character interactions, a unique bond system with allies, and various dungeon explorations. Infinite Wealth offers a vast world, combining adventure, humor, and heartwarming moments, pushing the series' already expansive RPG elements even further. Nine Souls by Red Candle Games is a captivating 2D action platformer set in a unique Taopunk universe that combines elements of cyberpunk with Taoist-inspired mythology. The game follows the protagonist Yi, a long-dormant hero awakened to pursue vengeance against the Nine Souls, powerful rulers of a mystical realm called New Kunlun. This ancient, isolated world was once promised as a paradise but hides dark secrets left by an alien civilization. Gameplay is rooted in Sekiro-like, deflection-focused combat that demands precision, rewarding players with fast, brutal combat encounters and intense boss fights. Players explore intricately designed environments filled with hand-drawn visuals and side-scrolling platforming sections while uncovering the secrets behind Yi's past and the fate of New Kunlun. Space Marine 2 brings players back into the heart of the grimdark Warhammer 40k universe, allowing them to once again step into the boots of the legendary Ultramarine Lieutenant Titus. As a powerful Space Marine, you'll face relentless Tyranid hordes in brutal cinematic battles, showcasing the iconic, visceral combat style fans expect. With an expanded arsenal and impressive melee options, the game combines explosive gunplay with close-quarter carnage, rewarding players who embrace aggressive tactics to mow down waves of alien threats. The game can be experienced solo or with friends in a cooperative campaign, letting you team up to take on endless waves of Xenos across deadly battlefields. Multiplayer options also include PvP, where players can battle each other as customized Space Marines, each with distinct classes and upgradable abilities. Developed by Saber Interactive, the game stays true to the intensity and lore of the 40k world. immersing players in a well-crafted and visually rich environment where the battle never ends. Frostpunk 2 continues the intense city building and survival mechanics that made its predecessor such a hit, but with a unique twist. While the first game centered on surviving an apocalyptic frozen world, the sequel shifts its focus to rebuilding society in a post-apocalypse world. Set in a new frozen wasteland, the game introduces the challenge of balancing the survival of both your city and its people, where the key to success is managing the delicate power struggles between the various factions within your society. Human nature, rather than extreme weather, becomes the primary antagonist in Frostpunk 2, as players must navigate tensions between groups with differing visions for the city's future. This time, the game emphasizes the importance of satisfying the needs of multiple factions, each with their own ideology, all while dealing with the pressures of a growing population. Managing alliances, handling discontent, and ensuring the survival of the city's infrastructure will require careful strategy. Hellblade 2: Senua's Saga is the highly anticipated sequel to Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Developed by Ninja Theory, it builds upon the psychological themes of the original game, with a deeper exploration of Senua's internal struggles while also focusing on her interactions with the outside world. The game is set in a world heavily inspired by Iceland's stunning landscapes, which serve as both a literal and metaphorical backdrop for Senua's journey. In Hellblade 2, players will witness Senua's growth as a character. The first game portrayed her battle with psychosis, and the sequel continues this exploration, but with a shift toward her empowerment. The game's motion capture and facial animations are incredibly detailed, using Unreal Engine 5 to create visually immersive and lifelike experiences. The developers have put significant effort into making the combat system seamless, inspired by real-world fight choreography to increase the sense of urgency and unpredictability in battles. Sonic X Shadow Generations is an exciting new addition to the Sonic franchise that blends nostalgia with fresh content. It combines remastered versions of Sonic Generations alongside a brand new storyline focused on Shadow the Hedgehog. The game allows players to control both Sonic and Shadow as they battle through time and uncover mysteries related to Shadow's dark past. The remastered Sonic Generations includes updated visuals and reimagined 2D and 3D stages, while the Shadow storyline explores his abilities and motivations, offering fans deeper insights into his character. This title brings together classic and modern Sonic gameplay while introducing new mechanics and features, providing a celebration of Sonic's legacy with both old and new content. Mirthwood is an immersive medieval life simulation RPG that launched on November 6, 2024. The game transports players to a rich, open world where they can choose their own path. After fleeing a war-torn continent, your character arrives in a new land where they can decide whether to settle down and farm, explore the wilderness, or become an adventurer battling fierce enemies such as bandits and werewolves. The game features a deep homestead system where you can manage your own farm, craft items, and trade with townsfolk. It also includes real-time combat, a rich ecosystem that generates dynamic events, and a social system where relationships with NPCs can evolve into quests or new opportunities. The hand-drawn graphics and immersive soundtrack enhance the medieval fantasy setting, making it a unique blend of life simulation, survival, and RPG elements. Mario & Luigi Brothership is a new RPG in the classic Mario & Luigi series that just released on November 7, 2024 for the Nintendo Switch. In this game, Mario and Luigi embark on a cooperative adventure where players use turn-based combat to explore new lands, solve puzzles, and engage in humorous interactions with a variety of characters. It features unique minigames and an engaging story that revolves around brotherhood and teamwork, with plenty of action-packed battles and puzzles that require both brothers' skills. Metro Awakening is a virtual reality prequel to the Metro franchise set before the events of Metro 2033. Developed by Vertigo Games, it introduces players to the story of S.T.A.L.K.E.R, a doctor who must navigate the perilous tunnels of Moscow to find his missing wife. As his journey pushes him to the edge of survival, S.T.A.L.K.E.R ultimately transforms into Khan, the iconic mystic figure from the series. This game explores the origins of Khan and his deep connection with the supernatural elements in the Metro universe. The game, designed for virtual reality, systems like PlayStation VR 2, MetaQuest, and Steam VR, emphasizes slower-paced, story-driven gameplay. Combat can be intense, though bullets are limited, encouraging players to use stealth tactics when confronting enemies. It also explores the emotional and personal journey of its protagonist, setting a darker, more intimate tone than traditional FPS games. S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, Heart of Chernobyl, is set to be released on November 20th, 2024, and it's shaping up to be one of the most ambitious titles in the survival FPS genre. The game will immerse players in the highly atmospheric and dangerous world surrounding the Chernobyl exclusion zone, where a deadly anomaly is wreaking havoc on everything within it. The game offers an expansive open-world environment, blending first-person shooting with RPG elements, and features a detailed non-linear storyline where your choices directly influence the outcome. The hauntingly realistic world is filled with dangers such as mutated creatures, hostile factions, and deadly anomalies. Players will need to use stealth, combat, and strategy to survive the harsh post-apocalyptic environment. And that wraps up our list of the 40 best games to play in 2024. Which one are you most excited about? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on our latest updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.